and welcome back for episode 7 of my Let's Play starting from scratch. Uh, we acquired some additional money. We're up to 500,000 now. We can sell field 21 if we like, which leaves us with 650,000. We got some bales to sell. There's 2 new horses here, and I think we can go up to 700,000. That's without a bank loan. So far, I've just grinded the money up, and I'm thinking about making a big move. There's several options that we have, but I'm actually thinking about going here and setting up the farm as you're supposed to be. So with 700,000 in the bank, we can get a head start. It just gives us a little bit more room to build up the farm correctly. I want to continue with this horse business because they're very profitable. I think it's best to just sell the field 21 as we don't really need it anymore, and just put the money in a house so we can sleep and have a real house. So if I'm gonna do fields, then I want to have a harvester. And on farmsimhobby.com, I provided you guys with some information about the efficiency of the several harvesters you can buy, and basically it comes down to width, because the operating speed is 6 miles per hour for every harvester, the width of the header. So then I need probably some additional equipment to work on fields, and maybe I need a silo, so I have to figure out the way to do this. I think first of all we're just gonna go over there and have ourselves a look at the place and just check out if there's where we are gonna put some buildings. And I mean, if we have to do the landscaping, then it's gonna be additional. There's gonna be additional costs. Now, looking at the maps, in farmsimhobby.com I provided also some information about the maps in FS19. There was some post from Undying29 on Steam, and he said fields 15 and 16 up the hill, those are more efficient to buy if you count up the field sizes compared to the price. But now with the plow, of course, we can create additional field sizes. We can maybe look and see if we can, if we buy this plot of land down here, field 24, 25 and 26, I think together they make up 1 hectare of surface area, so that's not too much. You're not gonna be very profitable, but look at the space you have here. You can start up a real big farm here. It's scenic, you got the church up there and the waterfall down there. I've seen some people complaining about this area because you cannot get rid of it, but I kinda think it looks cool. It looks like a real farm. I haven't seen many farmers with real need, and they have so much space they cannot take care of it all. Yeah. Now I've noticed here on the terrain, if we look out a little bit, there are some places where you actually, it kind of looks like you're supposed to set up buildings, like this place here, maybe that spot under the tree here on the left, but this is not big enough for a house, so I still have to think about what to set up there. I think this is meant to be I haven't played Farm Manager, so I don't know where they put the buildings in the default position, but this looks like a place where you can put up a small shelter, I guess. I was thinking about putting the silo over here because it will let you run up and down easily from the entrance of the farm. That's the water connection point, but we have to keep clear of that. So yeah. Hard choices. If I do the calculations, I can maintain a budget of 650. So let's just let's just get into it. So first of all, we're gonna sell off field 21. 640 is the budget. Now I'm willing to take out the loan if necessary to get us going. There's some additional field in here. I don't think we're gonna do anything with the cotton because we don't have a cotton harvester and we're not gonna lease it because it will be too expensive. So probably have to plow this under. Maybe we can make use of these fields in the back here. And we're gonna buy this place. Wow. Now we own the place. Next we're gonna set up some buildings. I think the small silo can go over. I was thinking about here, and then I can expand it easily, no problem. Yeah, I think this is okay. Do we have a cost here? It's 110. It's still 110, so check. I'll do some grid snipping. No. We'll just put it right here. Oh, there's concrete underneath. Naturally. So all the grass foliage is just gone. There's a little ramp up here, but it looks okay. Wow. It's a real American silo. Can we climb up the ladder? Oh, I have to take into account that this is the unloading place, but that's okay. Okay, then next I'm gonna set up a small shelter, I guess. And I cannot, because this is the other field. Actually, in the map it shows you where the buildings are supposed to be. If we look at the map, it shows you where the buildings are supposed to be. So you could put a, I think this is meant for the house then. Well, I'm not gonna look at it anyway. So no building over there, unfortunately, because we don't own it. How much is that? That's 210. That's too much. Would be great to have that field also. Could take out the loan and try. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take out the loan and buy this field as well. We're just gonna go for it. Yep. Oh, sorry. Just take out the loan for some additional funds. It's gonna set us back, I think 2,000 a day, something like that. I just take out a big loan now, so I have enough funds to do additional stuff if I want to, and then I can set it back once I'm finished. So we still keep the horse farm so we can get our profits from there also. We're gonna buy this place. We got some trees in the back. That leaves us with 500,000 purchasing power. Because I'm considering to buy, not start off with the cheap equipment, because I mean I would like to buy a very large tractor and just keep it all the time, but because then you don't have the depreciation cost. I think this is supposed to go over here. It's supposed to, but I'm just sticking with it. You don't have to if you want to. I might need to smoothen this out because this doesn't this is not, I think this is not, yeah, I have to smooth it out a little bit. We're gonna go sculpting, smoothing, smooth. Terrain cannot be modified here. It's a pity. Can I decrease the brush size? Raise, lower, smoothen, change strength, left control, Q and E. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. And I mean, I cannot see the brush strength. I think that's the wrong button. Now this is gonna lose me some, I think 10,000 or so. I want to have this all the way down. Can I raise, lower, smoothen, change radius? Now we got a ditch over there. It's definitely not what we wanted to happen. All these costs. Maybe I can do the brush size real small and just try and get this ditch out. Can I raise it here? Yeah. Well, I guess it will have to do like this, and we'll improve it later on. So we have to think about the place to put the house. Oh, this is kind of a pity. a farmhouse. I think originally it was put over here, I'm not sure. It looks like a good spot, but maybe we want to have it somewhere in the middle or somewhere down the waterfall, near the waterfall. Now we need to leave space for a really big shed if we like to add that in a later date. I think we can go do it up here, but that will create some maybe additional potholes. So the front of the house, this is kind of the porch. Yeah, that's a good place to put it. Over here. And change it because this is the porch. And you're looking at this waste stuff over there. Now I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna make sure it's lined up with the field, I guess. The porch is over here. There's a. Is there a garage? Yes, there's a. I think we should put it like this. I'm sorry it's taken too long, but you know, when you're starting from scratch, you can only do this once. And this leaves us more space on the other side. I think this is gonna be it. That's quite alright. Then we're gonna buy our first harvester. Now I was looking into these harvesters on farmsimhobby.com, and I kind of noticed that this Nova is a very efficient, is a very good cost per header width, and it's kind of cool looking machine. But I want to, if I want to progress in the game and I'm going over to a bigger harvester, then I'm gonna lose the depreciation cost on this Nova. So I would like to start very big in the beginning, but I think I don't have the funds. Maybe I can do this with a tractor first and then with the harvester. So I'm gonna go for this one, just because it looks really cool and it has a good ratio on the cost per header width. I'm basically gonna do all the regular header first at the start, and I'm gonna note all the prices of the fields so I can put this information on farmsimhobby.com and make a kind of a yield or profit calculator on the harvesters on farmsimhobby.com, just like I did in FS 2017. So we're gonna buy our Nova 330. Let's see what we have. We have no customization options, but I think it just looks fine. This looks really cool. It looks like really tacky. It looks it's a neat kind of. It's kind of a small machine, I mean, this one, the New Holland TX32, has a bigger tank, but it's somewhat larger, and the headers, I think it's a 1 meter less header size, and that can make a big difference. The TX32 header is 4 meters, and this one is 5 meters. I think that makes the most of the difference, because the operating speed for all the harvesters are the same. So what's actually what we're looking for is header width. We have a corn header and a regular header, and I'm gonna go by the regular header first. So the corn header, I think this one is used for the Nova. You can probably customize it with colors. No, this one not. Yeah. And naturally we would like to have a trailer that fits with it. I think this is gonna be the one. And we're gonna put it in Massey Ferguson, Hardy. We don't have the Russell mesh color probably. What to do? I think white is gonna be fine. Yeah, it's gonna look okay because it's white with yellow. So we're gonna buy this header trailer. Hope I'm not making any mistakes. We're gonna buy the PowerStream 500 to go with it. That fits on the Russell mesh. And we're gonna buy the harvester. And then I'm gonna need a seeder. I have 170,000 in the bank, so I'm over the budget now. But I just need the seeder in order to. Yeah, I think I want to get the weeder as well. We're gonna go for this this one, as it cultivates and seeds, so I don't need any cultivator or plowing. It's 3 meters, that's enough for the fields we have now. In order to get the corn of the field on field 19, we might need to lease a plow once and a corn header, but that's okay. This is only one time. So I'm gonna buy this one as a 3 meter width. 110 horsepower means we can do this. We can pull this with the tractor, the Fendt tractor we have now. And I think I'm gonna go for a weeder as well. We probably don't need it from the start, but it makes up for, I think it was 25 increase in profit. I'm not sure. We can check it. The help menu. Improving yield. Fertilization makes up for 25% each time, so that's a lot. And the spread lime is 3 harvests is 15%. If you don't remove the bad weeds, it'll set you back 20%. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a weeder, and I'm gonna try and fertilize the field, I guess, because that's a big difference. I think for fertilization we don't need much. Let's see. Now, fertilization is can be done with uh, stuff in the tank in here in these guys, or you can spread lime every 3 harvests, which would increase it even. Let's see. The lime is for every 3 harvests. There's a 15% increase. So you do that once, and then you have a 15% increase, and you spread the fertilizer twice, and it gives you a 25% increase each time. So I think a fertilizer makes up the most of the difference. So I think the lime spreading is gonna be expensive for us in the beginning, because this is the one to start with, I guess. And if we want to spread some fertilization, then we can do it with 4,000. That's it. We can buy. This is actually a mod that came from another game, but this one is 24 meters. I think for the small fields, 50 meters is enough. And this way we can spread some fertilization. We do have the trailers, so we don't need that. So this is just us starting out with our farm. Let's take a look in our house. So we can now officially, once we're tired, we can, I think, go here and there's a menu you can sleep, but now it says we're not tired, so it's okay. That's a pretty cool looking house. Yeah. So I'm gonna go and also lease this a corn header for this field. I'm gonna seed the other field over there with the cotton, and just directly seed and cultivate it with our seeder. And then we can take the harvest from these fields, and then I guess it would set us back 150,000. Or we would have 150,000 in the bank, which means we end up with a 450 or a 400,000 loan, something like that. So now we have to work hard for our money, but that's okay. So let's drive over to the shop and look at our newly bought stuff. Now I have to think there's one minor advantage now, that the horses, we usually give them oats. Now we can actually provide the oats and we don't have to buy it for them. But it doesn't mean much, because the profits on the horses were so much that buying the oats really it made no difference. So I'm glad that I can make this start, but I'm very anxious to see if the profits are the same as what we had with the horses. I think it's definitely not gonna be the same. It's gonna be more game time in order to make money, especially with a small harvester and a small tractor. But we still have the horse business, so we can just improve it, but there's more to do now every day. So it's not like we can speed up time and do 10 days really quickly. Now we have this interest of the loan, which we have to take care of. Now look how I got a small container of fertilizer here, it's stuck to the ground. when I unloaded it on here, I couldn't. It was stuck to the ground. I couldn't. I think there's still one bug left. But wow, look at the equipment. That's really cool. So probably we're gonna buy some pellets for fertilizer, seeding, and stuff. We're just gonna put it on the trailer. And oh, that's. I think I forgot probably because a workspace where we can convert the trailers into baling traders and grain traders and put other tires in there for free. That's probably the next thing we're gonna buy, but for now this is okay. Wow, this Nova. I mean, I think real farmers, they're really like they're really big machines. They like their harvesters and just go with the big machines over the field. I think for virtual farmers it's the same. We just like to use the big equipment, I guess. The detail on here is pretty cool. Also, this seeder is gonna be efficient because we're gonna cultivate and seed the ground in one go. This is gonna save us a whole lot of time. But I'm wondering if this is gonna pull okay with a tractor of 110 horsepower, and going uphill is gonna be more of a problem. So I might upgrade the tractor to a little bit more horsepower or put some other tires on there. We'll have to see. So for now I'm just gonna, let me just quickly go inside. That sounds really cool. I have been driving harvesters naturally in the game doing the missions, but it feels kind of funny. This is ours. I'm just gonna get all this equipment over to the field. I'm gonna do some harvesting with the new machine. Maybe also put another washer on there on our farm, and that's gonna be, and then I'll go back to you, I guess. Oh guys, I found a problem with my harvester connecting to the trailer. If you see now, it's not gonna fit. It needs to go in there. So you have to disable SWAT in order to get to extend this one, and then it just barely fits. Yeah, might just tell you guys. So I got all my stuff to the farm. I've placed a grain cart over there and a grain cart over here. And we got two fields here already ready. This one is wheat, so if we enable straw SWAT, then we can get the straw from there, which gives us another extra profit. Well, basically if you don't do the straw, it's not worth it all. When I was there was some people on YouTube that said that in FS19 the straw is even more important than in FS17. And here we have a field of canola. Now I don't know about the prices yet. I don't know, so I'm just gonna keep them in the silo and wait for a good price. If we can be patient, we definitely have some additional profits. And this one is who we're gonna plow over. Now I run across the field with my tractor, and you see what it did. It just destroyed the crops. So that's cool. And I think I'm gonna have to get a corn header for the other field. Let's just make a start with this field in our newly bought combine harvester. Now I don't have to Apparently I don't have to fold it, the harvester. I just turn it on, that's it. Okay. Easy. Now let us check if I have straw rod is enabled. We should be able to raise it and lower the header a little bit. I don't know, like this. I'm doing this with the Cytec G function controller. So you don't know about the keyboard controls. Seems there's not too much space to maneuver here at the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take out this lane. And then we have a little bit more room to maneuver. I haven't checked if this field was fertilized or whatever. So I don't know about the profit on this field. The turning radius of this overall mesh is pretty good, I think. Always at the end of the lane I wait a little while for the straw to get out and not create additional stuff outside of the field. Okay, so now I think we can go back and forth. So yeah, I'll just check on you guys when I have this done. Okay, we got 3,800 liters of wheat from the field. That's very small. It's a very small field. Looking at the prices, that's not gonna give us much. Hopefully the straw will give us something. I think I'm gonna use the straw for the horses, by the way. I think this is wheat. Yeah, that's basically nothing from the field. So I harvested the fields that I could harvest. Also the cornfield down there. I got an additional 3.5 straw bales. And let me see what we got in the silos. We have just a little bit of stuff in the silos. That's not a hell of a profit. I hadn't checked if there was any fertilization on the field. I think the fields need some work anyway. Let me check. So field 26 needs some lime. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the lime from now. I think I'm just gonna leave it as it is only 15% increase. Fertilization is gonna play a big role because that's 25% each rotation. Now I did the solid fertilization. I will do the solid fertilization over the field, uh, which costs a lot. So I have to do the calculation and see if it's really efficient. But for now, it's a low budget to start with. As we took out the loan, we don't have much financial room anymore. Um, Now, the field 19 and 25 needs plowing. It says I'm not sure about this because I have to figure out. I have to figure out basically how to do the fields, as I just been doing the horses and the grass. That was easy. I will try and figure this out without Lime. I will record the prices and the yields, and I will put them into my yield calculator, which you can use in on farmsimhobby.com, and I'll just go from there. There's only a couple of things I think I'm gonna maybe change. I'm not too pleased about this one because I cannot smooth the terrain up here because it's colliding with the object, so maybe I have to get rid of it and smooth it all out again and see what we can get in return for this garage and put another one in there. So I will probably lose 4.5 as this garage. This shed is at 9,000, I guess. So that's a pity. Maybe I get rid of the temporary home we got, this one, which will give us another 11,000 and a half. I probably do need a cleaner, and there's only just one thing I don't have to forget. I think as we have progressed so far in the game, we deserve a retriever. It has a small bucket on the back, and you get it when you buy the game before release, I think, and then it's gonna be provided as a mod. It's only 460 liters down here. You can do some wood, you could do some but supposedly it goes 60 miles per hour, so it's a fast way of getting around. And it's just a cool looking vehicle. There's a hitch down here, so you can pull some stuff. Maybe we can make some use out of it. But I think I just mainly use it for driving around. I think we deserve this one, the Mahindra. And as we progress so far, I think there's another thing we just now should be able to get, is the doghouse. Let's get ourselves a dog. I'll just put it somewhere. I think somewhere around here is fine. That's great. That's cool. I've seen some people picking up the ball and playing with the dog, and supposedly you can give him some food. Go fetch. What's your name? What's your name, scumbag? Oh, I can pet the animal. And then I can say, come. And it will follow me. And I say, go home. And I probably can feed it. Wow, that's cool. I can't name it. I don't know why. Don't know how. That's cool. We got a dog. And we got a house. And so, see you next time.